All right, today we're going to talk about how you can make money as a commercial loan broker. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're going to talk about making money as a commercial loan broker. It's actually something near and dear to my heart. I spent a long time in the banking industry. I started out as a teller, I climbed the corporate ladder. I became a head teller, an assistant manager, a branch manager. I then went into small business lending and then into commercial lending at banks. And I did a lot of deals when I was a commercial lender. The last 5 years, I was a commercial lender. I did over $500 million in deals. And actually, that career is what got me into the startup industry. But I digress. Today, we're going to talk about what it takes to be a commercial loan broker and why you should consider it. So, what is a commercial loan broker? It's essentially someone who places commercial loan opportunities with lenders. So, you're not loaning out the funds yourself. You're actually just being a salesperson, connecting with businesses and entrepreneurs who need to borrow money in order to grow their business. And you're taking those loan opportunities to different lenders, banks, credit unions, those types of industry, those types of companies, and you're getting them to do the loans on behalf of the borrower, of the company that needs the money. So, how do you make money as a commercial loan broker? Well, there's a couple of ways to do it. The most popular way to do this is just as a success fee. If you've ever taken out a personal mortgage, you know that you usually pay what's called an origination fee to the person that is working through your loan with you. The same idea applies to commercial loan brokering. So if you are brokering a deal with the bank, you can generally charge a certain percentage, note that I said a certain percentage, of the loan if it closes in the form of an origination fee. So you only get paid in this instance if the loan closes, but they can be really large dollars. So let's imagine that you close $100,000 loan, that you found a company needs to borrow $100,000, you took it to a lender, they did the loan, it closes, it's $100,000 loan. The range of fee percentage that you typically can charge starts all the way at around 1%, all the way up to as high as I've seen around 5%. So the most common is on that lower end, but even at 1% on a $100,000 loan, you're making $1,000 just to connect those two parties with not a lot of effort. So a success fee is the way in which commercial loan brokers typically make their money. Now, there are also loan brokers that I've seen, and I've used this model a few times myself, where I charge a small upfront fee. But that upfront fee is because I have experience with commercial loans so that I know how they are underwritten. So I go through the whole process that a bank's going to go through to underwrite that loan. And it's a pretty specific skill set. So not a lot of people can just pick this up and do it. And so because I'm spending my time to do that, I charge a small upfront fee plus the success fee when the loan gets closed. So that's a couple of ways that you can make money as a commercial loan broker. What do you need to be a commercial loan broker? So first of all, you need to check your state license requirements. A lot of states in the United States do not, and this is what's really cool about it, they do not require a specific license. If you're trying to do a personal mortgage for someone trying to buy the home that they live in, you have to register and get a license called an NMLS registration license. As a commercial loan broker in a lot of states, you don't have to register at all to do that process. And the reason that they don't require it is they assume that the borrowers, the people who run the companies, are a bit more savvy than your average personal borrower. And so there's not these licensing requirements, but you still should check your state requirements and see if that's something you need. Other things that you're going to need to be a commercial loan broker is you're going to have prospects. So the best way to get those, and there's a couple of ways I'm going to talk to you about how to get those deals and how to find them here in a minute. And you're also going to need lenders to work with that will take your loans. And I'm going to talk about that here in a minute as well. There's a couple of different ways that you can be a commercial loan broker. There are two main ways that I think about. One is just a referral relationship, meaning what I talked about earlier. You find the opportunity, you take it to the lender, you hand it off to the lender, and then you all but disappear other than checking in on the borrower to see how things are going. That's more of a referral relationship. From an origination perspective is the other example that I gave you where you're finding the opportunity, you're gathering all the documentation, You're doing like something someone like myself would do, which means you're underwriting the loan in the same way a bank is doing it. And the reason I do that with a lot of deals is because then I know whether or not the deal has a chance of being approved and I can decide who to take it to. So from an origination perspective, you get, instead of just sending the referral off to the lender, you're actually working with a borrower, gathering all the documentation that you know the lender's going to need, and then you act as a liaison between the two parties. It's a much more sophisticated process, and that's typically when you can get to that higher success fee range of 3 to 5%. If it's just a referral, you're probably going to make around 1%. So who pays the money that I just talked about, those success fees? So either the borrower has to pay it and it comes out of their loan proceeds, or they write you a check out of their cash flow. Oh, there are some lenders that you can work with that will pay your success fee as well. So you can then have to tell the borrower, look, it's not going to cost you a thing to work with me. It's going to save you time, money, and energy. Instead of you running around trying to source this deal, I'm going to do it on your behalf, and the bank that I take it to is going to pay my fee. There are times when banks aren't willing to pay a loan broker a fee, and in those instances, you just have to get an agreement done with your borrower that says, hey, look, you're going to pay my fee if this deal closes. So let's talk about how to find deals. As a commercial loan broker, either working with a bank or independent, it's generally just networking. So you're out in your community, you're getting to know business owners, you're letting them know the type of work that you do. And it's really a sales pitch. You're just going to them saying, hey, look, if you need or plan to borrow money now or in the near future, I'd love to help you. In my instance, I tell them I've got a list of over 200 lenders that are looking for deals such as yours, and I'll handle that on your behalf. I make it all simple and easy. I have experience doing this. I've closed this many deals, and it's been a lot. And all these things are what I tell people when I worked with them in the past. So networking is probably the best way for you to go out and find loan opportunities. Certainly, you can run some ads on Google and things like that, but generally, it's been more fruitful for me just to leverage my own network. Another way you can find deals is to go out and network with other professionals that are working with these small businesses. So if you go out and establish what is called centers of influences, and that would be people like accountants and small business attorneys and bookkeepers, those types of industries that are already working with these same people. Maybe it's equipment vendors, going to them and saying, hey, this is the type of work I do. I help clients such as yours get financing for deals, and having them refer business to you. A great example of that is also commercial real estate agents. So they always have real estate that they're trying to sell. And if you can establish relationships with them, oftentimes, if they get to know you and like you and trust in the work you do, they'll refer you people before those people start going down the process of talking to lenders. So if as a commercial real estate agent refers someone to you, you can just go out and hopefully talk to them, land that deal, and then broker it to someone. So that's a couple of ways to find deals. How do you find lenders to work with? So there's a couple of ways that you can do this. First of all, you can establish your own network of lenders by just calling around and asking them if they take brokered commercial loans. You want to make sure on their website they do commercial lending in the first place. But if they do, just call, talk to one of their folks and say, do you take these types of deals, and what type of deals are you looking for? Another way to do it is there are now marketplaces online that place loans with multiple lenders in one time, and not all of them take brokered deals, but some do. For example, there's a company called Fundera, Fundera, and I know in the past they have taken brokered deals. I have done deals through them. There's a company out of New York that I've brokered deals through. So there are marketplaces that will take brokered deals. Some of them. Now, sites like Cabbage and On Deck, I don't believe those marketplaces take brokered deals. So you'll need to do some due diligence, search around, and find out who will take these from you. But hopefully this is just giving you an idea of another side hustle or freelance opportunity or even business that you can launch. I know of people who have full-blown businesses that are placing brokered deals. They do a lot of these. They do upwards of tens of millions of dollars a year, make a very healthy income. My caution to you is, if this is something you are interested in, make sure you get some training so that you understand how commercial loans work, how approvals are done, what lenders are looking for with those types of deals. I just happen to have a course. It's my most popular course out there, called How Business Loans Work. I run you through the entire process. It's over 40 lessons about this process that'll help give you some training, help get you ready if this type of idea intrigues you from a side hustle or even launching a full-blown business opportunity. Anyways, until next time, hope that information helps. I hope you find your voice. Have a great day.